all night long. So in the morning, I knew what to do. I just moved there. I'd met the mayor, so I called City Hall. And I said, hey, I know the mayor. I know it's rude to name drop. Brad Pitt taught me that. And so I called, and I said, I need animal control. This is rural Mississippi. She said, oh, darling, there ain't no animal control. We got Jim. He'll come down, put a slug in that dog's head, put it in the truck, and take it to the dump. Now, I am not a monster. I didn't want the dog to die. I simply wanted to sleep. So the next night, I decided to show the dog who was in charge. So I went out to the field, and there he was. He was a beagle. He had long ears. And he said to me, "Boar, boar," and I took off my shoe. And I said, I am about to teach you who is in charge. I want to sleep, you're going to shut up. And I threw my shoe at him, and no lie, this dog's ears went straight out, and he did a matrix. And it went over his head and landed. And he said, "Boar, boar, boar." At that point, I knew I was not dealing with the natural. I was dealing with a supernatural canine phenomenon, a demon dog. The next night, my wife heard me stirring, and she turned on the light, and I froze. "Where you going, Jeff? You gonna go play golf?" I said, "I'm gonna go play golf." She said, "In your SpongeBob boxers at 3 o'clock in the morning with a putter? Are you gonna go kill that dog?" And I said, "First of all, you like the SpongeBob boxers. Second of all, it's not a putter, it's a 9-iron. And I have anointed it with holy oil, actually canola oil from the kitchen. But God understands. Third of all, it is not a dog, it is a demon dog. It is a hound of hell, and I have named him Xanthar. And he is the destroyer of dreams, and he is the stealer of sleep, and this is a holy war." And my wife said, "Joan of Arc, shut up and get back in the bed." So I did. The next night, nothing. Quiet. I was fading to sleep when I felt my wife's tongue on the back of my neck. We're up all night to get lucky. I turned and I looked at my most bedroom eyes and I said, "Hello, it's me." But instead of red hair, there were ears. And instead of a cute little button nose, there was a brown nose. And all of a sudden, a tongue came out of her mouth, a big tongue, and licked my entire face. And she said, "Boar!" And I woke up. And it was on like Donkey Kong. It was time to end this. The world is not big enough for Xanthar and Jeff. So I did what I had to do. I went to the kitchen, and I got a bowl, and I got a piece of bologna, and I sprayed it with Raid. It was floral scented Raid. Hey, listen, you know what? When you're fighting a vampire, you put a wooden stake in its heart, right? When you're fighting a demon dog, it's bologna with Raid. Okay? Look it up. Hominides chapter 16, verses 7 through 9. You look it up on your own time. So I went out and I put it down in the field, and there he was. And I said, "Come get dinner, Xanthar." And then I left. And I laid in bed that night and I heard, "Boar, boar, boar, boar." Silence. Silence. I have won! I have won! And then I said, "I have sinned! I have sinned! I've killed the dog!" So I got up and I ran out to the field and I said, "Xanthar, don't eat the bologna!" And there was the bowl. It was turned over. And there was the bologna. It was uneaten. And there was Xanthar. And he looked at me and he said, "Boar! Boar!" And at that I dropped my voice. And I took my white t-shirt and I said, "I surrender. You have beat me." And at that, he walked up to me and he put his head down like he wanted me to pet him. Maybe he wasn't a demon dog. Maybe he was a Spot or a Fido who had just lost his way. So I reached out, and I put my hand on his head and started to stroke him, and he looked up and said, "More!" and he peed on me. Thank you. Good night.